Welcome to the Wilton High School pregame show. I'm your host, Hayden Layton. I'm here with
Will McDonald, and here with Coach D'Annunzio. So, Coach, first game at home since homecoming. What are the keys to the game on either side of the ball?
All right, so offensively, it's key that we move the chains. We have to matriculate the ball down the field. We have to get first downs.
Of course.
We can't go 3 and out. And by doing such, then we, can now take up some of the clock. Time of possession is very important. We need to have time of possession on our side. And also, too, we need to flip the field when we can. Field position will be critical. On a defensive side, listen, their run game is the number one concern. Have to stop their run game. If we can stop with a 4-man front, great. If I have to go to a 5, have to go to 6, whatever I have to do, we'll do. But they can't run the ball on us. And then, between number 1 and number 2, Lopez and I think it's Kelly, they're good running backs. They run hard. They're low to the ground. So we got to make sure that we, are technically sound tackling those guys. And if the quarterback throws it and throws it well, I'll tip my cap to him and say, you beat us in a way that you don't usually win games. So we're going to make them beat us left-handed, as I always say.
Yeah. So there are a lot of key players on Greenwich, like Hector Lopez and the other running back. Who are we looking out for this week?
Yeah, so those two are the first two that come to mind. On the defensive side of the ball, they've got 3 very aggressive linebackers. They got Santi Parra, 29. They have the kid Kelly, number 2. And they have number 6, who's also a very good linebacker. The key here is, listen, they're very aggressive, and they fly to the ball, so we're going to have some misdirection. We got a few tricks up our sleeve like we had last year, and I think those will work. So, we have to keep them off balance. We have to run, we have to pass. It's got to be almost 50-50, and we have to use, listen, they know Denny Dustin, they know Charlie Cow, but they haven't seen Connor McAndrews at his best. They haven't seen Theo Satrazemis. They haven't seen our other guys who we have to get the ball to Alan Osta. So by doing that, I think it'll keep them even more off balance than they're going to be trying to cover 2 guys out of the backfield.
So first home game again in a while. What advantages would that bring you? Like the long drive from Greenwich, does that affect anything? What advantages does being at home?
Yeah, so being at home is always an advantage in a sense that you do your normal stuff, right? You're in school. After school, we'll have our team meetings. We'll have our coaches' meetings. We get into our locker room. We walk out to the field like we normally do. That's always great. A bus ride stinks, right? I don't care if it's only 20 minutes or an hour. That's always a pain in the neck, right? You get cramped in those buses. That's definitely a factor. But you know what? I'll tell you right now, it's up to our student body. It's up to our fans. We draw on that. We draw on the noise, we draw on the excitement, and if it's a close game and it's the third quarter, I know for a fact my guys look up to the stands. If a lot of people have left, it matters to them, So I hope it's a great crowd. I hope it's electric. And you know what? This team has been resilient all year. So if things don't go away early, don't leave. You stay, root us on, and we're going to fight as hard as we can for you.
We'll be there. We'll make sure
Good.
the entirety of Wilton High School is
Good.
there. Big game. What has the energy been at practice all week?
Yeah, it's been better than I thought. Guys are up. Guys are paying attention. This is a tough time of year in the sense that, we're now putting some new stuff in, some wrinkles for each team, because as we watch film, we see certain teams like to do certain things. So we throw those wrinkles out there. Kids have been on point. They've been focused. They've been excited. They know how big of a game it is. And they also know, listen, Greenwich is coming here with one thing in mind, and that's not only to beat us, but to beat us pretty bad because of what we did to them last year. And if we're ready to play football from the opening whistle, I think it's going to be a really good game, and I think in the fourth quarter it's going to be one of those one-score games. I hope.
And that will do it for us here today. Wilton, make sure you're there at home. 6:30?
6:30.
6:30 game. Make sure you show out. Thank you for watching.
Thanks.